if I told you Doom? Yes, the demon-slaying, heavy metal blaring, chainsaw-wielding bloodbath might actually be a Christian game? I know this sounds like a meme your youth pastor made, but hear me out. Doom 2016 is a brutal first-person shooter game where players take on the role of the Doom Slayer, a warrior awoken from an ancient prison who exerts his rage and fury on the demonic forces that have overrun a Mars research facility. And I have to admit, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It may look like pure chaos and carnage, and it is, but the Doom series is also packed with deeper symbolic and religious themes. Today, we'll be diving into the first game of the modern trilogy, Doom 2016.
We exploited hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so.
Humanity, not mankind.
In this facility is the cost of progress.
The hubris of man. The Union Aerospace Corporation, or UAC, in Doom is an allegory for humanity's arrogance and trying to control forces beyond their understanding. Their greed leads them to harness hell's energy to power their technology. Because obviously, nothing says safe renewable energy like tapping into a literal abyss. What could go wrong? Spoiler alert, everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
I can't help but be reminded of the Tower of Babel. In Genesis 11, humans attempt to build a tower to the heavens, not to worship God, but to become gods themselves, out of pride. Some scholars suggest that it was an attempt to construct a ziggurat, which is a pagan tower, designed to connect earth to heaven. This was an affront to God, and it came with a consequence. Similarly, the UAC, driven by pride and greed, ignores the dangers of hell and wants to extract energy from it for their own selfish reasons. In this way, UAC is a modern Tower of Babel, but their affront to God was like a tower to hell, not heaven. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction, and haughtiness before a fall. The whole Doom franchise critiques the hubris and arrogance of men who disregard spiritual truth and risk harm. When men play God, they unleash power. Literally. Satanic deception. Throughout the franchise, Hell's forces attempt to manipulate and corrupt. Olivia Pierce, the UAC scientist who makes a pact with Hell, is an example of someone seduced by lies in exchange for power. Recall the story of Jesus fasting in the desert for 40 days. When Satan comes to tempt him, he lies to Jesus with the promise of power. Luke 4, verses 5 through 8. Then the devil took him up and revealed to him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. I will give you the glory of these kingdoms and authority over them, the devil said, because they are mine to give to anyone I please. I will give it all to you if you will worship me. Jesus replied, the scriptures say you must worship the Lord your God and serve only him. Where Jesus resists the temptation, Olivia Pierce falls head first.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
Hell promises power, but these lies lead to ruin. Satan thrives on deception and lies. Hell's influence in Doom mirrors this biblical depiction of Satan's deceitfulness.
They promised me so much.
The Doom Slayer. Now, let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend himself. The Doom Slayer. An ancient warrior who has waged war against hell for centuries. He is depicted as a relentless force, feared by demons because his purpose is one thing: to destroy evil wherever it exists. While the Doom Slayer is far from Christ-like, since he's defined by his rage and destruction, he does embody the warrior aspect of Christ, seen in the book of Revelation, who comes to destroy evil. Revelation 19:11. Then I saw heaven open, and a white horse was standing there. Its rider was named Faithful and True, for he judges fairly and wages a righteous reward. Jesus Christ in Revelation comes to destroy Satan and all of hell once and for all. The Demon Slayer, like other biblical warriors and angels, is empowered to crush the forces of evil. And though he isn't a perfectly Christ-like figure, he does share Christ's same mission of destroying the forces of hell and fighting the demons with a righteous wrath. He does not seek power, only justice and destruction of evil. He's uncorruptible and unmoved by temptations.
Unbreakable, incorruptible, unyielding, the Doom Slayer sought to end the dominion of the Dark Realm.
If this kind of biblical breakdown of video games is your thing, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm, and it helps me know that you want more. Alright, let's rip and continue. Spiritual warfare. Doom is a symbolic picture of the battle between good and evil. In Ephesians 6, the Apostle Paul describes the armor of God, equipping believers for spiritual battle. Ephesians 6, 11 and 12. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers
Featuring
of the
blood.
unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. The Doomslayer's armor and weapons symbolize the armor of God that allows us to fight against demons. His helmet is like the helmet of salvation. The crucible is like the sword of the Spirit. Even the new shield in the Dark Ages game is like the shield of faith. The Apostle Paul reminds us that while the Doomslayer may fight a literal flesh and blood war against demons, we fight against evil spirits in the unseen world in a similar way through prayer and fasting. C.S. Lewis said, "My prayer is that when I die, all of hell rejoices that I am out of the fight." If you'd like more information on how Christians can learn lessons from Doom, I recommend checking out Pixel Padre's video on Doom the Dark Ages, or Crossplay Gaming's videos about the Doom lore. I got a lot of great information from them. Drop a like if you learned something from this video, and leave a comment letting me know what you think. And which video game should I cover next? Doom Eternal? If you'd like to hear Christian analyses and breakdowns of entertainment, media, and other video games, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.
With the new iHop